I am going to level with the people. I can't even remember the characters' names.
I'm a white guy and I'm here to say...
I feel like characters are dumb, but they're not this dumb.
Got a little mustard in your...
Huh?
What the hell?
The glove is so funny.
She got the plastic glove, Riz.
It's not like I'm the narwhal bacons at midnight, milady. Get out of here.
No! Stop,
Yeah, I know.
no!
I unironically did that. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and Spotify. Are we on Spotify?
Yes, we're on Spotify. That's actually going to be one of the things I was talking about
Ladies
today.
and gentlemen of YouTube and Spotify, we're back. Wow. Glee pilled, Hamilton pilled, Binge and Cringe pilled, Joe's personal show, which is called Pop Culture Pilled.
Uncultured, and I'm kind of changing that a little bit.
But you're changing it a little bit. I saw you put a poll on Patreon this morning, and that's why I was thinking about
Yes. So a couple of things up top, which are very sick. As you mentioned on Spotify, we are actually on Spotify, and I'm going to try and make sure the audio of this podcast goes up on Spotify early every week.
Okay.
It's also on every other podcasting platform, but I think Spotify most people use, and it's the most accessible.
Right, but if you're
one.
using Apple Podcasts, it's there.
Yes, it should be everywhere that you would want it. If it's not, then leave a comment and we'll add it to wherever it is, because it doesn't seem too hard to add to things. And the other thing, Stanz, is I'm changing the top tier. I'm going to live up to our name of Binge and Cringe, and I'm going to binge a whole season a month.
A whole season a month?
With caveats, because if it's like an insane amount of episodes that are like an hour long each, then I will do like half for a month.
Right. Oh, really? Because I want to do half of Hamilton. You got really mad at me.
Well, that's because that's an hour as opposed to doing like 6 hours of something and it not finishing a season.
Clocking in, clocking out. Hard work, I've always called it.
So I think currently on the poll, the first thing that's winning is Daredevil, which is so fucking sick. I love the Marvel Daredevil, and season 1 is the best one in my opinion. So that's winning currently. I'm going to watch the first half most likely, unless something else wins. So if that sounds good, join the $20 tier and also get your vote in on the poll, because you can change it because I've not recorded anything yet. So
right, and then we could make you watch something bad. Like we could make you watch Wife Swap 1999.
Yes, although that's not on the poll. Thank God. I also
yeah, but I think you shouldn't get to pick. You know, there should be a write-in option.
It's also should be able to work. All the options I chose are on Disney Plus, so it should be able to work with the extension as well as like our Glee episodes. So very, very sick. Go check that out.
We are pushing Disney Plus. Disney Plus should pay us. They
should, dude. That would be ideal, you know? Stanz, have you seen that Mexico has found aliens? What the fuck is that about? You seen that on Twitter?
It's funny because I actually have a bunch of alien shit pulled up right now.
Wait, for what?
You're
for
talking
the podcast?
about the spam alien, right? The meat mummy that they're saying is an alien.
The meat mummy? Wait,
yeah,
it's a mummy, but I don't think it doesn't look like spam.
Dude, it looks just like spam.
It looks
it's
like
got
sand.
a flat head. It looks like someone made it out of literally 500 cans of spam.
I don't know. We must be looking at the same thing, Stanz, but this does not look like spam.
Mexico mummy. It's like laying down.
Yeah, it's obviously covered in sand, but it also looks like cement. It doesn't look like. I don't think it looks real. I'm not like arguing. I don't think this is actually an alien.
There was the first picture. There was one specific picture that looked so much like spam because it was like kind of pink. I think it was just the lighting in the room.
Right. This is. I'll share my screen with you. This is what like the pictures that I've seen. This guy does not look like spam. He looks like he's been set in concrete. Right.
So the first one was like 180p, and everyone was laughing because it looked like meat.
Yeah,
but now, they've gotten a little higher quality version.
This was the video that I saw. What I woke up to. Was it this though? Right.
Yeah, it was that. It is exactly that. Okay. I used to use a different browser to browse Reddit. And you know me, I like to browse Reddit. It's like a thing I do. I don't know.
Yeah, you're very weird with that. That's one of the only points that I've heard about you that I'm like, yikes. You know, I don't really want to be associated with this person. Yes, dude, Reddit people are cringe. I mean, unless you're on Reddit, in which case we love you. I wouldn't call myself a Reddit
person. I wouldn't. It's not like I'm the narwhal bacons at midnight, milady. You know what I mean? I just like read threads. It's like that's what I'm like reading when I'm mindlessly doom scrolling instead of Twitter.
Right.
And I had to switch from Reddit is fun or Alien Blue because Reddit has knocked off all the third-party apps, right? They're all stopped it. So now you have to use the official Reddit app. And the problem with the Reddit app is they suggest subreddits constantly. right? So like I could be browsing home, which is supposed to be only the ones I'm subscribed to, and I will get random shit. And if you click on a post from a subreddit you're not subscribed to, fucking your algorithm is done because you will only get that.
Right. It's
so
like TikTok.
I saw, yes,
Like,
I saw
if you
Meat
accidentally
Alien.
watch too much of a TikTok that isn't in your sphere, that's all you see forever. Yeah, I get you.
I have only seen this alien on 100 different subreddits because they think that I'm alien pilled. I've seen all the jokes about the meme. I've seen all the other stuff.
Oh, you clicked on this alien post.
I clicked on a post from r/UFO, and now it's like r/the truth is out there, r/aliens are real, and it's just constantly a deluge of all these like different people. And what's really crazy to me is all of the top comments are not in agreement with us. They're all saying,
they think it's real?
Yeah, they're like, you guys have asked
What?
for proof for so long, and now the Mexican government is saying it, and you're all saying it's a conspiracy.
That's
what would it take
insane.
for you guys to realize? Yeah, I completely agree, brother. But that's what we're dealing with.
The only other thing that I saw about this after seeing that video is I think screenshots from what I'm assuming was like the live stream that the Mexican government did. I don't even know if it's the Mexican government. I feel like people are saying that, and maybe that's just shitting on the actual government because this is just some weird substrand that isn't related.
It turns out, through my very limited research and getting service things on Reddit, the guy who is talking is actually an alien hoaxer that has done the same thing in the past. Who
and
has
everyone's
done
just saying it's the government. That's crazy.
No, because he told it at the government. Basically, he went to the government and like
but
gave his own
anyone can just
presentation.
go and like speak to the government at like open things. That's crazy.
You know, it's crazy how you understand that, but the second I said that about TEDx, you were like, no, man, TEDx is real.
No. I was arguing that this is a whole different thing. Let's not get into that.
And they're both just as easy, brother.
I was arguing for the sake of the video that it's still TEDx, not that it wasn't easy.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
This is not the same thing because saying that the government is saying this and then saying some guy is saying it to the government is very different things. Anyone can just, like, I say anyone, obviously fucking not anyone, but if you put in enough effort, you can get to say things to the government because they do, like, town halls and all that kind of stuff. So I assume these are screenshots from their like presentation to the government. But then some of them are like this one, for example. Oh, wait, no, this one doesn't even have it on. Wait, I saw a different picture that wasn't this, and it was...
Oh, wait. I think I might know the one you're talking about. Give me 1 second. Check this out. I wish it didn't embed. That sucks. I wanted you to click on this.
This is so fucking stupid stuff.
Hey, Spotify listeners. Turn on the music.
Well, I don't think we should turn up the music, right? This is just 100% copyrighted. This will fuck up the whole entire episode.
Give him 14 seconds. Give him 14 seconds of it.
It's also not being recorded, so it doesn't matter. I can insert it in post so they can hear it, but... For audio listeners, Stanz sent me that fucking Dami Tukasita dancing alien thing because he's so funny and original.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just some of these screenshots just look fucking fake as fuck, obviously, like the alien is. Like, this doesn't even look like the alien that is in the box.
No, that is a completely different one.
Why would they even show this picture? And then... I don't know what they're trying to insinuate this is, that he's, like, eaten stones or something, and this is really important.
It's pregnant, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, mummified pregnant alien. That makes so much sense. A slight tangent, but still related to the aliens thing. I couldn't help but imagine, like, it would be awful, but Trump is missing out on an opportunity to tweet about this. Right?
Is he on Twitter, on x.com? I thought he was banned.
No, he's unbanned, but he isn't tweeting because of Truth Social. But if he came back to tweet about Mexican aliens, I mean, it's a slam dunk.
They weren't sending their best, folks.
It's a slam dunk for him. I don't understand. He needs to get a tweet out ASAP. I hope he does, because I need to see
Truth
it.
Social without downloading the app or no?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think Trump could have a field day with this. This is like what I dream of. If I was president, these are the best days in the job. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Other days are hard. It's like unemployment's up, people are dying, wars, all that kind of shit. And then this is like, let's have a goofy day. Let's just have our little goofy day. Like if Biden does a tweet that's like, I've seen this guy before, and it's a picture of E.T., like that does numbers.
Oh, I hope he does that. He's not going to, because I think there's too many people that believe this is real, especially in America. So it would be crazy for him to be like, do a meme on it, you know?
Yeah, instead he's tweeting about fucking unions again.
Ooh, yuck. We don't want those to happen. We talked last week about British food versus American food stands.
That we did.
Which I would like to say, every single British person said exactly what I thought they would in the comments, which is like, what the fuck are shreds? That's crazy. I haven't seen they saw the picture.
Yeah, well, shreds are new. When you're innovating a new
let's not say innovating there, Stan. Jesus Christ.
If you've never seen them before, we have to be innovating. That's the only option.
I can just shit in a cup and give it you, and you'd be like, that's innovation then. That's fine.
2 girls, 1 cup already did it. You're not innovating.
Fuck. I've been beaten to it. Well, so we were all just basically talking out of our asses in that episode with like the Michelin stars and the fine dining and all that kind of stuff. So I did the research, Stans. I did the thing. I checked to see how many 1, 2, and 3 Michelin star restaurants there were in the UK and in the US. The UK in total has 1,000 and the US has 1,500, roughly, like give or take a little bit. So you have more, but if you take into consideration fucking comparisons in population and land mass and whatnot, then we're fucking beating you out of the water, mate. We're winning there.
Yeah, but you forgot one thing.
I don't think I have, but carry on.
That is that Americans don't spend their time in this weenie cooking thing. We start big businesses. The Carnegie,
you can't just
Apples
argue
of the
something
world.
else, Stans. That's
I'm
crazy.
just saying that, like, these people that could have gone on to run Michelin restaurants because they are the best operators and managers in the business, or instead it's Tim Apple running Apple. You saw this keynote yesterday. We're too busy to do dining. That's all I'm saying.
So you went from saying that Britain is not known for fine dining to being like, oh, I don't care about the fine dining part. That's not what my argument is at all, which is very funny.
Yeah, I think the only thing I care about, and well, obviously we're talking about Erasmus.
The only thing you care about in life.
The only thing I care about is if the countries have a cuisine that is theirs.
Yes.
And so I'm holding steadfast to barbecue.
I think that's fine. So then on this website, the Michelin star website, you can search by cuisine. So I went on each website and searched for the UK British cuisine, and we have 8 restaurants.
How many French? It's got to be 900.
No. As in,
deal.
we have 8. So, sorry. Yeah, I thought you meant how many of those 8 were French.
No. I mean, like, okay, if you have 1,000 Michelin stars and 8 are British food, I have to imagine 900.
I didn't
French.
check. We have a load though. It's not just French, but there was a big mixture. You have 23. And this is
British
including...
Michelin-starred restaurants?
No, US. I wasn't checking. That would be crazy.
I think it's possible, though. You know, like, we have a lot of people here. Maybe they came over.
If you take those numbers and take into calculations... Well, if you do landmass, it's crazy, because the US is 40 times bigger.
We don't count fucking North Dakota. There's like 7 people who live
that's
there.
that's unfair. That's not a fair comparison. Population, however, you guys are 4 times more people than us. So you should really be having, 32?
Yeah, we're losing.
So you're losing on population.
Wait, go back. You
Cringe.
typed American, which is hamburger. I type barbecue. There's gotta be.
First of all, that wasn't an option. But also, barbecue is more than American because loads and loads of countries do barbecue. So on the site, there's a specific American. And then there's different options, including like American or like US. And there's the same with the British, but there's significantly less because there's less restaurants. But yeah, so basically, we're better than you, L plus ratio. But also, my argument still stands, which is none of that matters because both of us are shit. Right?
I would agree. Yeah, for sure. Because we're too busy building big businesses here in the US. That's what we care about.
You've now pivoted your argument to something about Tim Apple. I don't fucking know why. Which is crazy. Yeah, like the iPhone's come out, so we're better at fine dining.
Yeah, it's just like, why would we waste our time on fine dining when we can go out there and make real money? You know?
So true. When you can make shreds, you know? So we should need to stop. I'm sorry. I need to
Now
stop
we're talking.
shitting on them.
Now we're talking. I might have some shreds for lunch, to be honest.
Be
dead by
that's
dinner.
disgusting. Uh-oh, Stanz. Glee alert. Pop culture referencing Glee when things happen in pop culture again. Oh no,
Right.
it's relevant. It's in the zeitgeist. People be saying this.
This is actually a very funny tweet.
You can see this. You can read Stanz. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there is a pop-based tweet that says, Olivia Rodrigo on Guts track, Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl. And the lyrics are, everything I do is tragic. Every guy I like is gay. The morning after I panic. Oh God, what did I say? Now, the quote tweet from Abby Montiel is Mercedes Jones after busting the windows out Kurt's car.
Fucking
which is
well
so
played.
funny.
And you get the reference, Stanz. This is the first Glee
Yeah.
tweet that,
I mean,
like,
I've seen
you know.
4 episodes.
Yeah, but
And
this is one. This
of
is
them.
one of the episodes. You've seen this. Let's
I
go.
have.
Woo. Yeah, this is great. But I wanted to use this as like a transition to talk about Olivia Rodrigo because she's fucking sick. Have you listened to the album? Great album. I'm a big fan.
Rochelle's been listening to it a little bit. I'm an Olivia Rodrigo fan, I would say. My favorite is Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl, to be sure.
Mine's Get You Back, or I Want to Get You Back. I can't remember what the title of the fucking song is. But it's like fucking if Beastie Boys and Taylor Swift had a baby. I feel like it's actually like so sick. The beat is so Beastie Boys, and then she's on the track like she's a Beastie Boy. It's crazy.
I've been getting a couple memes about like Doja Cat related stuff just to stay in the pop culture world. And a funny tweet I saw, or TikTok or something, was like, why the fuck she got the Dean Pelton flow? And it's in her song where she's like, who are you? What are those? Have you seen that one? And it's
dude.
so funny.
Dean Pelton, I feel like, also has the Beastie Boys flow. It's very much.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a white
Yeah.
guy, and I'm here to say.
Yeah. And then he just gets really angry, which is awesome. Yeah.
But Stans, do you know how Olivia Rodrigo got famous?
She was on Disney Channel.
Yes, kind of. Because she was, but then she like got like famous, obviously from the songs that she released. But like in the interim period, she was on High School Musical, the show. Do you know about this? Do you know about this series?
High School Musical, the show. I don't even understand what it could be. Is it a show? Or... No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
It's the most convoluted title, and I think that's why I like the idea of it so much.
It's
I've
like a
never
Kingdom
seen it.
Hearts title.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo's second album, Part 3, Winter Edition.
So, from my understanding, it is High School Musical. The films exist in that universe, and this is a TV series of the kids at high school doing High School Musical from the movies as the musical.
Andrew Barth Feldman is in it from that show, the movie that just came out?
I don't know who that is.
He's in the show with Katniss Everdeen where she gets naked and slams the dude.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He was in High School Musical, the series.
That's very sick. I didn't know he was in anything before that, so that's very cool. He does a great performance of Maneater in that film. Very sick. First of all, we need to watch High School Musical on this on the Patreon on Binge and Cringe at some point. You've never seen it? Wait.
No.
I was like, we need to see it because it's a classic, but you've never
All I know
seen
is
it?
get your head in the game. You got
Yes, dude. Oh my god, it's so
that's my only relationship to High School Musical is that line.
It's one of those things that if you are like of my generation, because you're obviously the fucking decades older than me,
of course.
If you grew up with like a younger sister or like even just grew up without any siblings and just
this is coping. This guy watched it, by the way. He's making this
because
part up.
I'm not making this part up because I regretfully hated High School Musical growing up and thought it was awful and was like, ew, yuck, that's like a girl thing, gendered, gross.
Right.
I'm a guy. I don't like High School Musical. And then I remember one point very vividly where my younger sister was watching High School Musical 2 and Fabulous came on and they're all like dancing around the pool and it's fucking not Chantal. What's her name? She's Sharpay. Thank you. Not Chantel. That was close. It was a sure.
Sharpay.
I'm
Evans.
just name bland.
Is that
name
not
blind.
Ashley Tisdale?
Yes, it's Ashley Tisdale, but the character's Sharpay.
Oh, it is. I see.
She performs fabulous, and I was like, wait, I like this song. What the hell?
Right, your eye was twitching.
Like a teenager, I'm like, I can't. But this is High School Musical. This is like girly show. I can't like this. I was having like an existential crisis in my brain that I couldn't like it, but then refused to like interact with any of it because I think subconsciously scared that I would really like it. And then like in the years since, slowly, like when things randomly get played, I'm like, oh, that's an earworm that stayed in my head. I've remembered this and I know most of the lyrics and it's kind of a good song. And now I'm at the point where like I like all the songs and High School Musical is great and I'm fully on board. But I would like refuse to do it as a kid and I regret it because I would have loved it.
Yeah, I think that's just part of growing up and trying to like find your place in the world and not be made fun of. It's like a defense mechanism and yeah, you get it. Can I tell you, we're talking about Olivia Rodrigo, and I have realized something about myself this week.
Okay. Apart from that you need to watch High School Musical, what's the other thing?
Sure, apart from that I need to watch High School Musical, whatever. I am...
Don't say whatever, we're watching it. This is going to happen at some point.
Hey, whatever. I have gone from like ironic boomer to real boomer. Because I was listening to
Always
Olivia
has
Rodrigo.
been. It's the fucking astronaut meme. What are you talking about?
Because before it was like, oh, this is like a funny joke and like, ha 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 ha. But I'm listening to Olivia Rodrigo and like her singing some of her first album. And it's like, yeah, she's 16, 17. And the things she's saying, she's like, I hate everything and life is too hard. I'm like, bro, you're 17. Get out of here.
No!
Yeah, I know.
No!
I unironically did that. I was like, what are you talking about? This is, you're a child. You're a little child.
Yeah, but you remember being 17. You remember how that feels.
Yeah,
you can empathize with that. Don't be
angsty,
a boomer. No,
but
Stanz.
I also know now that it was like,
yeah, but you didn't know then. That was your whole life.
I know I didn't know that.
Stanz.
But it's so I think what's really funny to me is actually not her, because she is speaking her truth, but adults that listen to it. Because I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, this is a child who doesn't really understand.
Actually, okay, that is a perfect segue onto the next thing that I wanted to talk about, because I saw this tweet that is very, very funny. It's captioned listening to Olivia Rodrigo as a 25-year-old man, which I'm not 25, but I'm quite close.
Yeah.
And
same.
Yeah, we're both very close to 25. Yeah. Younger, actually. We're the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. I actually just graduated high school. This mustache, I took too much test.
What happened to the 17-year-old thing you were just saying about Stanz?
Yeah, which is why I resonate with Olivia's music, because we both are just living life at the same time.
Yeah. As well as this being really funny about Olivia Rodrigo, I was watching this and I was like, wait, this is also me watching Glee every week, where I'm like having to justify me liking it.
It was tragic. Every guy I like is gay. That's not funny. It is funny because it's relatable. Not to me. I'm not gay. I was laughing about gay guys. There's nothing funny about that. I would never use the word gay in a derogatory way. I want to apologize for laughing earlier. I was laughing ironically because I think the song is problematic. No, I don't. Queen, we stand.
Queen. Sorry, I have to do a classic rewind for the I think the song's problematic, and then the reaction to it is like, no, Queen, we stand.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to like this?
Which literally my first reaction after watching it was like, yeah, I get it for the Olivia Rodrigo stuff, but also like, this is me every episode with Glee. Whenever anything problematic happens, I'm like, this is problematic. And then Glee fans have been, I can imagine Glee fans saying like, no, but it came out at this time. I'm like, oh yeah, so it's great. Oh, we love this. We stand this. It's like the fucking homophobic dad from last episode. It's like, oh, it's so progressive and great. But it's not progressive because he's being homophobic. But I mean, at the time, it was
great. At the
time,
it was progressive. You have to kind of try and insert yourself and remember what else was on TV at the time.
Yeah, and you have to like it, but not like it too much in case it's seen as like you're siding with them. But you're like, I understand that back in the day it would have been good, and they're trying to do the right thing, even though they're not, and it's kind of funny, but it's not because that's problematic, and I think it's so funny.
Media literacy anxiety is so funny as like a person who makes things on the internet. And it's like, no, I do think it's funny, but don't arrest me. This is why comedians all rail against cancel culture, because they get, it's just anxiety. They get scared.
But yeah, I also saying that I think we could joke about that, but also agree that it's a good thing to like, if you're putting your voice out there, to watch what you say and make sure that you're saying things that you agree about. Like, it's not that I'm worried about what people would think, like, as in that I care about other people's opinions of me. It's that I care about how I put myself forward, and I want to make sure that I'm saying the things that I actually mean rather than words that could be misconstrued. So I couldn't give a shit about getting cancelled. I give more of a shit about people actually understanding my sentiment. Like, if my sentiment is, hey, I hate these people, and they're going, you hate those people, I'll be like, yeah, I do hate those people. I've said it. I agree to that. But if I'm not wanting that to go out, then that's what I would like to correct and say the correct words for. So we have to call out a Patreon user, Sean, who is a legend, because they gave me a bit of information that I've never realized before about Glee stands, and it's crazy.
Okay, hit me with it.
The Glee show, the characters in it, in their Glee club, is called New Directions. And I think when they announced it, you were like, oh, One Direction, haha, kind of thing.
Sure.
And I've never really thought about it too much, but apparently it was done like this on purpose. But even if it wasn't, it's really funny. If you say New Directions with kind of like a slurry, like you slur all the words together, Nude Erections.
Wait, sorry, what is their name?
New Directions.
Yeah, Nude Erections.
Nude Erections.
Yeah, I thought that was their name the whole time.
Wait,
I thought it was weird that they were in high school, but
fucking hell. That's crazy, right? How have I never even heard that? Like, even
because
saying
we
it.
are taking everything at face value, and the people writing the show are having fun. That's the problem. We're watching this like, oh yeah, no, it's a show, and they're all just like giggling. Yeah. New Directions.
Which is very funny. And it is very parody-like, at least in these like first couple of episodes. It's been like it's a parody of itself, which is great. I've heard, spoilers, in the Discord, that there is a point in season 1 where it kind of turns into the show that I remembered that isn't really like a parody, that is more like a teenage drama.
Okay.
So that's why...
I'm bummed, because I like the parody, to be honest.
That's why I was so confused when we were watching all these episodes, when I was like, wait, this has all been like good. So apparently there's a point where it's not, but we'll get there. We're not there yet. This episode is going to be fucking sick, Stanz.
Okay.
I'm not even going to worry about your predictions, because last episode you were like, because it had been like 5 hours of recording, I feel like you just had enough. That your prediction was shows are hard to predict, and how am I supposed to know what happens? So
am I wrong? Listeners, am I wrong?
Well,
are you kidding me?
You usually get it pretty bang on. So this week you were like, I have no idea. So instead of saying I have no idea, you were like, hey, it's predictions. Who can predict things, you know?
Yeah, what am I, Nostradamus? No, I understand.
But this next episode is actually the mashup episode that I was looking forward to, that has the song in that I was talking about at the end of last podcast.
Wow, you were waiting for it. You could feel it.
I've been waiting for this, and I was like, I don't know when it's coming, but we've got to wait till episode 8 for the good episode or something. And it's it's happening now. We're about to watch what I think is one of the best episodes in terms of like
the
music
whole
in Glee.
series, I assume. So I'm sad.
Music in Glee.
It's downhill.
It's not downhill because there's so many good songs, but this is like the first mashup episode, and you know how important mashup episodes are. So
yeah, no, I'm a big Pitch Perfect fan, so I get it.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. I'm so looking forward to it. But before we get into it, Stanz, you know what you have to do. Let me get on my timer.
I know what I have to do. I am going to level with the people. I can't even remember the characters' names.
How do you not even remember the characters' names? That is absolutely insane. I just remember Finn and Quinn
because it's silly. Finn and Quinn is so silly.
Okay, so... You don't remember the names? Do you remember anything about anything at all?
Give me a shot. Just let me. Maybe in the moment I will black out and repeat word for word what happened last episode.
Okay. And what's great is we're gonna hear Here's What You Missed on Glee. I'm pretty sure in the start of this episode.
Oh, and we can compare it.
Yeah, so we can see how close you were. All right. So I'm about to press start and say my line. Are you ready, Stanz?
I am ready.
And here's what you missed on Glee.
Last episode, Mr. Shu found a ringer because he was scared about losing because he's a big wiener. And so he got this old drunk lady and had her compete. But Emma didn't like that. And he likes Emma, so he realized he shouldn't do this. But he did it anyway. So really, there was no growth in the entire episode. Quinn is pregnant, and I think Mr. Shu's wife is going to steal the baby. That's what you missed on Glee. I can't think of another thing that happened.
Wait, you got 10 seconds, Stanz.
And I'm gonna... I got nothing. I literally, that's what happened. The Mohawk man had sex with Quinn. It's his baby.
Yes, it is his baby.
Yeah.
Do you remember our main characters' names?
Finn and Quinn.
Well, Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
I wouldn't
and
say
Quinn.
Quinn's a main character.
She's a main character. I know Brittany S. Pierce.
Yes, who's definitely not a main
I'll never forget
character.
that. It's so funny. Kurt Russell is the gay kid.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, yeah.
Artery is the wheelchair. Mercedes, black girl.
Stanz, who's the person that you love, that causes drama, that's not problematic, that you like?
I am going to say her name. And I'm not doing a bit. I truly think this is her name.
This is crazy.
Rachel.
Yes! Wait, the streamer's falling from the sky. Pew, pew! That's so sick. What the hell? You remembered it.
Okay, yeah. Rachel,
You
Sue
actually did it.
Sylvester, Emma, PE teacher. All of them.
Yeah, what's the teacher's main name?
Mr. Shu.
Mr. Shu. First name?
Mr.
Oh, you were close. I thought
Have
you were
they
going to
ever
hit the
said
home
his
run.
name? Gregory?
Gregory? Will, dude. They say his name all the time.
Oh, Will Shu. Will you Shu? Will
Yes.
you? Okay, got it.
Okay, well, thank you very much for listening this far. We're about to go and watch the episode. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, go and subscribe. You can watch along with us. Use our extension. It's very sick. We've also got new things coming in all the different tiers. Maybe Daredevil, if you like that. Go check it out. You can also sign up for free on the Patreon. You don't even have to pay. And if you want to sign up for free and have a look around, here is a clip of us watching the show so that it might convince you.
Oh, they all have it.
They're all on it. Here we fucking go. So sick.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted.
Man, the auto-tune on that is crazy.
Look at Rachel's face. And we're back. And oh my God, Stanz, what a fucking episode that was. That was crazy. Insane.
I'm just glad it was a happy ending. I mean, Emma's getting married. Mr. Shu and his wife are breaking up.
We watched
Everything
different
is
episodes.
right with the world.
Yeah, so true. Fucking so... There's fucking 4 huge bombshells, I feel like, right off the bat. Emma's engaged. Fucking... that came out of nowhere. That was crazy. All in this
She
episode.
doesn't
There
wanna
was
be
no
alone.
lead up. Quinn's giving away the baby to Terri. There was some lead up to that in another episode, but it's crazy
I think
that's
we
actually
assumed
happening.
that, to be honest. Yeah.
Sue leading the Glee Club. Fucking, that's gonna be insane. I can't believe they're doing that so early. We're only in
She's a
episode
proven
7. She is a proven winner. And Will maybe breaking up with Terri from their conversation in the fucking
Principal's office?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
4
maybe.
insane, like, I feel like any one of these could be like a whole entire plot point in itself for an episode. So the fact that we got 4 in one is crazy. This show is actually fucking sick, Stanz. What the hell?
The problem is the next episode's going to be like, we went to SeaWorld and no plot progression. And it's like, dude, just split it up a little bit.
Because so going into this, I didn't remember the story beats of this episode at all. I just remembered fucking It's My Life
mashup.
/ Confessions,
Yes.
which we may as well talk about now. We'll get into all the drama in a second, but Stanz, did the song live up to the hype? Because it's fucking sick.
No, it didn't.
No!
Not even close. No, it was great, but I feel like people saying this is the greatest musical performance in Glee. If that's true, I am disappointed for sure.
I think they were saying that vocal line was like one of the strongest in their opinion, which I don't agree with. But this song is, I would say, up there. There's a lot of songs in Glee, so I'll be generous and say it's in the top 25.
Got it. If it's number 25, then I'm fine with it. But I thought it was just fine. I like the girls' song too, Halo and Walking on Sunshine. It was good. I thought both were good.
Both were good. This was a different league, though, Stanz. You've got to. It's.
I definitely don't
crazy
see it in a
good.
different league.
Different
Yeah,
league.
It was fine.
Walking on Sunshine is just such a bad song. I can't do a mashup
just
and
hate
make
the
it
song.
good.
I think the song is good.
I do hate the
song
song.
is good.
And they made it listenable, which is great. But I would never choose to listen to Walking on Sunshine, so I have to like avoid that with a passion. But the Halo parts are sick with the drums behind it. It was well good. That being said, they were the only 2 songs this whole episode, which, like, last episode we had 5 songs, I think. So that's crazy. Which is less crazy when you think about all the insane plot points that they've added this episode. No wonder they didn't have time for any more song stands. This was crazy.
I'm going to say something and you have to promise not to get mad.
I think I know what you're going to say. I won't get mad.
I like it better without the songs.
Yeah.
I was just in the drama. Yeah, I was like, this is
Which is
interesting.
fine.
This is teenage drama.
I've said this to you before, but in the later seasons, I would just skip the songs. So there is a point where I am going to be on board with you for, like, I want less of the songs and more of the story. Unfortunately, when it gets to, like, season 4 and 5, they decided to split Glee up between the kids that are in high school and the main characters that we like in New York and different places. So,
oh, interesting. I mean, they can't be in high school that long.
Exactly.
Eventually, it's like we got to do something different.
Because each season is like a year, so it would be crazy for them to still be in high school, right? When our main characters leave school, I feel like that's the most important part for me. So I would, like, skip the songs, and I ended up skipping a lot of, like, the school parts of the characters that I didn't care about because I just wanted to find out what Rachel was doing.
That's so funny. Yeah.
So I'll be on board with you at some point, but now all the songs are fucking bangers and they sound great and they're done really well and they're usually somewhat relevant to the plot. And if they're not, it's because the characters are actually doing it in the show. So for me, it's like, this is relevant to the plot because their characters are going through this and they're doing a performance as the characters, not, like, just because it's a song.
Correct. Yeah, they didn't just break into song for no reason. They theoretically had planned this out.
Yes. So I'm fully on board with everything that we've had so far in terms of, like, there's not been a song that I'm like, yeah, we could skip this one, or, like, the cowboy one from the performance from last episode is probably as close to that as I've got, but I enjoyed the rootin' tootin' whatever song they were doing. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was also nice because there was a guest singer, so you're like, oh, a new voice. That one got through.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it added to the plot because she was drunk as fuck and filling up all the people on stage and things like that. So
who were high school students, to be clear.
Yes, yeah. Well, hey, that was last episode. This episode, we don't need to add drama from last episode because we've got enough this episode. Let's fucking get into some of this, Stanz, because it's crazy. Which one do we want to start off with? Which bombshell first?
I think the biggest bombshell to me, I don't even know if you'd call this a bombshell, but Shu's wife getting a job as the nurse is just enough for me. I'm like, wait, what?
That is
she just going to be in every episode now? Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, she's not, because she got fired, which is so funny.
Yeah.
They obviously, it's an episodical fucking drama-y show, so they have to, like, basically do a reset in some ways so that she's not, like, just permanently the nurse. And they did that by Terri, who is Shu's wife, drugging all of the students, basically.
Giving them vitamins,
teachers.
to be clear.
Yeah.
Giving them vitamins, because that's how she succeeded as a high schooler.
So true. It's how she got through school, which is crazy.
4.0 GPA, though, by the way, and very popular.
So true. I know exactly what that means, so I am fully on board. So yeah, she was drugging everyone, she became the nurse, and that basically was the catalyst that caused all of the insane drama this episode. Terri was like a bombshell that dropped on McKinley High and has caused all of this drama, and it's so sick. I think her character's great as well. Like, not as a person, but like the fact that she could just go into every single storyline and be like the devil and sprinkle like, ooh, drama over here, drama over there. It's so good.
Yeah, her performances are fantastic as well. And I will say, someone had to break up this cutesy grab-ass flirty thing that Shu and Emma were doing.
But because we say this every episode, we're like, damn, if his wife saw this, she would not be happy. And then his wife ends up seeing it and she's not happy, which is great. Yeah. I'm so glad they've paid that off. It does feel like they're paying everything off very early. We're episode 6, and this is like all the plot lines. Yeah, 22. So I'm excited for what's going to happen, but it feels like we're only a quarter of the way through this series, so very exciting. All of this kind of started with Sue Sylvester, because she was the person that threw the Terri bomb into the situation, right? She went and was like, your man's been talking to people at school, you should get a job there.
Which is all just true, though. Like, hey,
Oh, yeah,
this is
yeah.
happening. And she didn't even say that, like, she started by saying, hey, your man is fucking her. And then went on to say, like, well, I'm not saying that, but I will say they're spending a lot of time together. And there's, like, a lot of
it's not too far. If they're not fucking each other, they're probably going to. And she's 100% right. Like, they definitely were leading to that. If they, the only thing stopping them was both of them being like, we shouldn't, but we kind of want to, you know? So Terri coming in obviously led to the fucking everyone getting drugs and doing the best performances ever in the Glee Club. But we've already Stanz wasn't a fan of the songs, which is fine, I guess.
They were fine. They were good.
It's not like it's a musical show. It's fine. I guess we'll skip all the songs next time. Sorry, listeners. You know, Stanz doesn't like them.
The men's side was way too heavily auto-tuned for me, to where I was just like, even though I liked it, it was like just fine.
We've got way too much to talk about to fucking argue over fucking Finn's voice. Like, we need to talk about Quinn giving away the baby to Terri, which is, like, I know was talked about previous episodes, but, like, it's actually happening now, confirmed from Quinn.
Yeah, we talked about it in the watch-along, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, this is not going to work. This is a cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna get
but there's
pregnant,
a lot
but
of
she's still gonna be a
cartoonish things
cheerleader.
that happen in the show, so I feel like it fits the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
All
I
of
feel
the-
like characters are dumb, but they're not this dumb. Like, this
Terri
is just
getting
absurd.
employed as a school nurse and then being able to just give kids drugs is insane and wouldn't happen. So I think it fits the themes of this is insane and wouldn't happen, right?
Yeah, I feel like she could get the job as a nurse. In small town USA. Yeah, who gives a shit? She had first aid training. It's an elementary public school nurse. What did she call it?
I don't know what she called it.
And then she was sneaking them the pills.
America's a
And the kids
different universe, so I don't really.
So true. So true.
I can't really comprehend what could actually happen there.
And the
which
second
is-
they found out she was doing the pills, she got fired. So I feel like that was more believable than like raise this baby. I'm going to somehow do a baby swap. I'm going to pretend to be pregnant for the next 6 months.
They also haven't figured out the logistics of it yet. I feel like the idea isn't too crazy. Sorry, the idea is crazy, but I feel like maybe with the logistics of it, they'll figure out a way that makes sense. And
it's just how dumb
currently
do they think
it
Shu
doesn't.
is the problem. It's just you're gonna know. You're gonna know.
Well, spoiler alert for this, but when Terri gets... I keep on saying spoiler alert. Obviously, people fucking see the episode or don't give a shit. I don't know why. It's just... in my head, I always have to say spoiler alert before saying a plot point. Crazy.
Sure.
Terri seems like she's... Well, she has been very cringe with the way she's dealt with some things, but we are thinking that Shu is more cringe. Regardless of what side you're on, Shu is not happy with Terri and said something like, every light I fucking light, you make sure...
Every fire I light, you turn into a wildfire.
It burns the
You
forest
burn
down or something. Yeah. So that saying that, especially in front of like the principal, not even like in a private setting, I feel like that's not going to last very long. You know, they're not staying together.
Yeah. I mean... I'm
saying
tough.
this because I can't remember the end game or what happens with like how Schuster and Terri, how their relationship goes. Like, I'm not saying this as like, oh, are they gonna break up? But I'm like, yeah, next episode they break up, and I'm saying this as like as though I'm predicting it or something. Like, right. I genuinely am asking these questions not knowing what's gonna happen.
It has to keep going because that is the only reason for the Quinn storyline to be like semi-interesting, right?
Yes,
because otherwise
true.
it's just teenage pregnancy and like kind of sad. But she has to pretend like the fact that Terri is in the school and like talking to her is like why she's more relevant to the plot, and it's Finn's baby, but Finn likes Rachel. If all of a sudden they break up and she's like, oh yeah, I wasn't pregnant, it's just it kind of takes them completely out of the picture and just becomes high school pregnancy.
Unless the reveal happens like before they break up and then they break up, and that's like it's like the catalyst of him breaking up with her, and she's like, well, I wasn't even pregnant, and then he's like, what the fuck, that's crazy. That would be kind of an alright reveal, but you're right, it would ruin the Quinn side. So I'm sure I have faith. In my memory, they don't fumble the bag with any of these storylines, so I have faith that it's going to go well. I don't know how realistic it will be. We'll find out. The other part that makes it more interesting now is just at the point where Will seems to be like almost he's justified leaving Terri because he's always felt like, oh, I kind of like Emma, but I need to stay with Terri. And now he's like, Terri's a psychopath. I don't want to be with Terri. He's like, okay, I'm close to confessing my feelings to Emma. And then Emma's like, well, I'm engaged, so...
Yeah, but she also tells him, I'm engaged, unless you think of something else I should do. It's like she gave him all the power. And he's just like a wiener
for a
on
split
both
second, he was like, I was going to say something, and then he was going to say something, and then he walked a bit further down the corridor, and then he was going to say something, and then he didn't.
And they looked back wistfully, and they met eyes.
Yeah, so it's looking like Emma's going to get married to Ken Tanaka, and Will's going to stay with Terri, but that's probably not going to last very long. We'll see what happens next episode.
Yeah, interesting.
Because if all of this can happen in one episode, then who knows? They could someone could end up giving birth next episode.
It could all be solved completely. And we'll be like, wait, Quinn was pregnant? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Because they are going to have to address that. Because I don't think they're going to do an abortion episode. And is Quinn just going to be pregnant?
Well, to be clear, you will probably know one of the few episodes that you do know exists is a school shooting episode at some point. So, hey, if they're willing to do that, they'll probably do an abortion episode. I don't know.
Right, but that was actually not a school shooting episode. It was a gun safety episode, right? Because it wasn't a school shooting.
Yeah, but they spent the whole entire episode in fucking hiding from what they thought was an active shooter, which is fucking crazy. That was also
crazy because it's like a decade later, more, and we're still doing that.
That was also season 4, so we've got a while before it goes full crazy, I guess. So maybe we shouldn't expect an abortion episode this early, but we'll see. This is something that just popped into my head. I don't know why. Artie had lines and sang a line in a song. Artie's becoming a character, which is great because I love Artie.
Yeah. I think his one line was we're going to smack those girls down like the hand of God. So I still know nothing about him except that maybe he hates women.
He's just kind of a little quirky guy, that's fucking great at guitar, that smashes things in a wheelchair, including women, doesn't care about them, and he's fucking great. We love him because of it,
That's why we love it. Yeah, of course.
And then the final piece of the puzzle I feel like is the biggest bombshell of all. Sue fucking dropping the Terri bomb. It causes havoc and she gets her way, which is basically her chance to destroy the Glee Club. She's now co-conspirator, co-fucking leader of it.
Yeah. What's interesting to me is I know this show goes on a long time because there's a couple paths this could take. And I think the easy path is she falls in love with it. Right? She
that would be very sick.
But the problem is I think she's going to be a villain or at least a thorn for the remainder of the episodes. And I don't know how they do a brain wipe. Because it would surprise me if they didn't have she realizes this is also performance and similar and she wants what's best for the kids. But
she could be a lot of shows have an anti-hero, right? Where it's I feel like that's, speaking of anti-hero, that's very much where Quinn seems to be going, where when we had the argument in one of the first episodes that you were like, she's a villain, she's evil. I'm like, no, she's an anti-hero. She's definitely more anti-hero now. I feel like I knew it happened.
She
early
was
on.
A villain at first, to be clear. It was we're going to tank them.
We say villain, strong words.
She was I'm going to join the Glee Club, take them out from the inside. I hate Rachel, and I want her to die. I dropped pornographic images of her in the bathroom, and if I was on the other side, I would squash her like a bug.
We didn't know that
she said. Because I think she's doing the villains to heroes. I think she was very villain. Then she was kind of villain.
Yeah,
and
I just feel like Sue
neutral.
was full villain, and she was evil sidekick, kind of, which I feel like is less evil than
we've
villain.
said it many times. All of the characters are just mirrors of their adults, right? It's Finn is just Sue. She was just little Sue. And
she
so
was,
but
she's different now. She feels like her own character, and she's kind of
she's different now because villains to heroes. That's what I'm saying.
Villains to anti-hero. She's not a hero yet, but she might be.
No, by the end of the season, that was my prediction. By the end of the season,
that was one of your predictions. So true.
Yes.
But yeah,
so they need a blonde woman, which is so simple for.
Which was a crazy call, but so Sue is now leader. You're saying that she could. We'll move into your predictions now for next episode, or predictions for, I guess, the resolution to all of these bombshell storylines that we've had. You think that potentially Sue could fall in love with the Glee Club and she becomes not a villain, ?
I think there's going to be some inner turmoil there because I think that's such an easy arc to write and it's fun. She wants to take them down, but now that she's in it, she sees a certain something. I could be completely wrong, but I think
you're right. that she would have to have like a mind wipe for the show to work after
Yeah,
that.
and so in my head, I'm thinking like maybe she actually does just hit her head and then she's evil again. Like that's so funny and so Glee to me.
Yes, yeah. I can imagine
they could do a Flowers for Algernon episode where she like falls in love with the Glee Club and does all this and she's great, and then all of a sudden she, you know, takes her medicine, wakes up the next day and hates them. Be so good.
That would be very funny. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Flowers to who the fuck is.
You've never read Flowers for Algernon? Do you want to cry today?
Book?
It's a very short book. Yeah.
Blech.
Oh man, no,
Never mind.
dude. It's amazing. It's been
I was going to
parodied
say
in
you
so
were
much
referencing
media.
another black and white movie, but it's crazy that you'd reference a book and expect me to read it. Ooh, gross.
You have seen this
Sorry,
storyline play
Dad.
out in so much media, and you just haven't realized it at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, and I've seen probably all the media, so I don't need to read the book now because it'll be like,
no,
damn,
because
this.
you don't get why they were doing it. I'm
this
baby
book-
raging.
Damn, this book ripped off all these TV shows that I saw that were really good. You know,
Oh my god, yeah, they ripped off Marvel.
has Marvel done that? Probably.
No, I mean I'm sure that like in an episode of something they have.
Yeah. Sully in the Glee Club, you think she could have memory loss and be like, wait, I did fucking what was I thinking? I liked it for a bit.
Yeah.
Which I was gonna give a like spoiler, but I won't.
Yeah, don't
but
do
it's
it.
it's very funny. It's a spoiler for like season 4, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Maybe.
Maybe actually true. We're gonna be here a while. The Terri, Emma, Ken, Will, like square. I was gonna say
Yeah.
triangles. What do you think is like the end of this? The end goal of that? What's your predictions for what's going on there?
Oh man, I think season end definitely Emma and Mr. Shoe together. For
Interesting. Okay.
sure. 100%.
So that's the end goal of season 1. So
That
what?
is their arc,
How do
yeah.
you think they get there? Like
Ugh.
from now, where Emma's currently engaged and Terri, they seem like they're gonna break up. They're definitely not happy, but she's pregnant in inverted commas. Yeah.
Right. I have to feel like the high school kid storyline somehow reveals. So as part of Quinn's villains to heroes arc, maybe she reveals that like she's pregnant and Terri isn't, and she was going to give him the baby. Then she has to have this like talk, you know, with her husband. You lied to me. I can't believe this. He kisses Emma. He has inner turmoil. He's a married man, but she lied to him and all this stuff. And then a
Whoa.
musical number plays and he realizes through the power of music that Finn showing his love for Rachel is just like him showing his love for Emma.
That's very, very. You're writing a tapestry. That's not how you're fucking sewing. What do they say? You're doing fucking God's work with your
My
jumping
God's
around the plot lines.
Yeah, I'm
we'll see
thinking
what
that
happens.
that could be the through line.
Yeah.
Because I assume that's how like this they have a season arc and they're like, this is what's going to happen. He's going to be with Emma. He's going to be with Rachel. There's going to be some zaniness. There's going to be some this. Here are like the major plot points that we think would be funny.
Yeah.
It's like fake pregnancy is funny. Drugs is funny. Sue leading the Glee Club is funny.
I don't think fake pregnancy is funny. I feel like
Fake
they've not
pregnancy,
played that for
if you
for
think
laughs
that her
yet.
walking around with like a pillow under her belly and like tripping and falling and him going the baby and her going, oh, it's fine, it's not funny, then you're not American.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I hope
They
not.
might. You don't think they're gonna
Tripping
do,
and
like,
going, oh no, the baby, and then the canned laughter playing or something. That's
yeah,
crazy. That's
so
not
she
this show.
gets
That's
another
not this
job
show.
at the school. She's assistant PE coach. She's out there on the field, and like a football player, the ball goes by her, tackles her, hits her right in the belly. Like,
They
this
won't
is
hire her
just-
again, so she has to wear a mustache, but she's got a pregnant belly, and they're like, "Oh
Bro,
my god, you're so fat."
Actually spitting right now. I think
That's
that
not
is a
this
thing.
show, Stanz. This show is better than that. Stop thinking that. This won't happen.
Is it?
I just going through my notes. There's one thing that I want to say before we end this out, which is the fucking comedy of this episode was on point. I feel like the last couple of episodes maybe have been a bit. There's been funny moments, but nothing like this. I feel like they fucking hit the ground running with this. The Sue
Yeah,
lines.
The Sue line, Sue has been funny every episode, and all of her lines that are just like a barrage of funny statements by a person,
Yeah.
usually in their own head or to their journal, is great. But the other thing they brought back that has been funny in the past has been Finn's flashbacks. Flashback to
Yes.
like his stepdad, flashback to this. This was kind of like a flashback to his life
cutaways.
now.
Yeah.
The cutaways, thank you. Where he's like, I died on level 2 of the video. My mom told me to give up something. I gave up homework. Just like stupid one-liners to show how dumb he is.
They did that
was
with
very
Rachel. They did that with even with Will when they did a cutaway to them like we're working together now, so we have
at
nothing to
dinner.
say at home, and they cuts
Yeah.
to dinner and they're talking about ants and is it the season for them and stuff. Yeah, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
There was the coach had an amazing line that when he was talking. I can't remember whether it was to Terri before he proposed or whether it was part of his actual engagement speech. But when he was talking about how he has fucking a skin disease and one testicle that won't descend.
Yeah, he's like, you're pregnant and I have one
Oh,
undescended
yeah,
testicle.
Mr.
I don't know
Terri.
who's got it worse. Yeah, it was
Who's
so
worse?
funny.
Who could be worse? There were some amazingly funny lines. Fucking Sue Sylvester, the goat, went from like a monologue of her writing things into a scene where she's like bullying Terri into joining the school as the nurse. Some amazing lines. It was so funny this episode.
Yeah, completely agree.
I feel like Sue is kind of like Slime. If you viewers, if you know the streaming universe, Slime is a crazy person, so it kind of fits. Like in her monologue that she was like writing down like to herself and be like, I hate Will Schuester. Like some of the ways that she was talking about the Glee Club is how Slime would talk about like Riot Games and the cabal of people over
Right,
there. And
so
stuff.
true. When he went to the Riot headquarters and did that video, you're
Yeah,
very one-to-one.
I feel like as we go later on in the season, every time you see like Sue do some kind of monologue and you imagine Slime is saying that, I think you could like it's gonna be the parallels are gonna be big. It's gonna be like they're in two chairs on the stage and they're the same person, but one of them's bald. Yeah, I'm good, Stanz. You've done your predictions for all the plot lines, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything else you want to add?
Nothing on my side very much, but I enjoyed the episode. It was funny. It was good. I'm excited to keep watching Glee.
It was. I am too, especially to find out where the hell all these storylines are going to go.
Yes.
All that's left is for you to do your amazing outro, I guess, Stanz. What you got to say?
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Are you looking these up now to specifically?
No,
not
that's from Top of the Dome.
top of
What
the
do you-
dome. That's crazy.
That was Top of the Dome. I was just thinking that's a good one. Thanks
That's
for watching.
a good one. Thanks
Gleeks.
for clicking on this one. Bye. Woo.